Hand setting. We're all trying to learn it. If you are still making the same mistakes with your hand setting, you're not quite comfortable enough to do it in a game, this is a video for you. Something that we kind of promote at our camps is that we want you guys to be okay with trying to hand set. One rule of thumb that I want you guys to think about when you are hand setting is that if you do not feel like you are stable with your feet, then you should not be hand setting. Our feet, our release, our square up, our finish is all gonna be the same. We're going to kind of same thing. We're starting in the same position. Once I see my server serve my partner, I can start trotting towards the net. I'm gonna still finish with my net foot forward, except now I'm going to create a nice ball shape for this ball to drop in, and then I can get rid of it. Okay, so everybody that has a ball, I want you to look at the molten. Okay, so molten should be in the middle of that middle seam, okay? And then what I want you to do is I want you to frame that molten. So if you can put your hands on the panels just to the right and left of that, now I want you to lift that ball above your hand, above your head, sorry, okay? If you notice, this ball, the bottom of this ball is now below my wrist. So a very common thing that we see whenever we are hand setting is that, especially when we come out to the beach, a lot of us played indoor when we were growing up, and we see this idea where it looks like the ball is dipping and we're catching and then we're releasing. You know, that's a typical beach setter, all right? It's not really too much of a dip, okay? The dip is actually happening from a little bit of wrist play and then an extension, okay? So that movement, so I want you guys to get that ball above your head again. And now what I want you to do is I want you to try to contract your wrists a little bit towards your head, okay? That is that little dip that you see of a beach setter holding the ball too long. Once we've found that ball shape, another common way that we say it, which you will have to prove to Mark later in the week, so remember this, is that you can either say that your hand should be ball shaped or it should look like you're eating a big cheeseburger or hamburger if you don't like cheese, okay? So big burger or ball shaped. The thing that I want you guys to really focus on when we get into this hand setting is, once again, we're gonna get these hands up quick. We're gonna show that ball. If the ball had eyes and was watching where it's gonna land, it should see your hands presented very, very early, okay? And then it's almost gonna look like this ball weighs like 60 pounds because it's going to compress your body when you touch. And then once you find that control, you're gonna be a spring and you're gonna release everything to get that full extension, not only in our arms, but also in our legs. One of the common mistakes that we see is that you'll do a great job with your feet, except you'll leave your butt back instead of using those legs to make that set. Okay, so I want all of you guys to think about when this ball comes to you, you're gonna be a spring. You're gonna find that dip, dip, and then a full extension, not only with our legs, but also our arms. So we're gonna go through a very similar set of drills, all right? Your coaches are gonna decide how quickly you move through them, but you're still going to do a platform pass into a hand set. So the first drill is just a pass to themselves and then a hand set. Oh man, they're back. They're back. Hands pass to themselves, hand set. And if you guys notice, don't watch the ball, watch what their bodies look like, okay? They're getting their feet underneath it. If that ball was to drop, it would hit them probably in the face, not their chest, all right? They're presenting those hands, and then they're getting that full extension and trusting their hands. Good, nice job. So if you guys notice, there's not a whole lot of manipulation to this set, okay? And that's something that I think we're seeing a lot. I told you guys that I wanted you to try to square up every single time. Sometimes it's impossible. So we have to figure out what our angles are. We got to think about what angle we can make, okay? So obviously, in a perfect situation, my shoulders are going to be facing. This is going to allow me to see where I'm setting, and I'm also going to be able to use my peripherals to see my attacker come in. But sometimes if DJ is my passer and he shanks the ball to the back court, sometimes it's unrealistic for me to think I'm going to get all the way over here, still face my target and set. So if I can get to this position, now this is my new square. And then I'm just going to trust this square, and I would have my rhythm move towards that target. Once we're good there, we're just going into a passing triangle once again. So a nice pass and hand set. Nice job. Pass and hand set. Nice job. The more you can think about the muscle memory of your body first, then that will allow you to think about your hands second. So think about those strong feet, nice early presentation of your hands, and then allowing that full extension to find that target, okay? Then we would move on to where I'm over the net, okay? Making a little bit more live. DJ, if you just want to chop a ball back at me, it'll be good. So a nice pass, set, and then a nice high line. Thank you. Nice job. Okay, let's watch the release. Very calm. Logan's got a little bit of a bum knee, so you're not going to see him compress as much, but Evan's healthy, so he's that up and down, finding that nice rhythm of the set. So with hand setting, a lot of the times we think about our hands being the most important component, all right? These guys, their footwork was always the same. Their body always looked the same. And then if they have to make a little bit of change, that's when the hands come in. If I need to push it a little bit further out, my finish can be a little bit stronger. If I need to get a little bit more height, I can get a little bit stronger of a finish to my set, okay? But let's try to get the setup first, really strong, really structured, and then just a full extension if we can. Alrighty, thanks for tuning in. If you guys are interested in diving a little bit deeper into your game on how you can become a better setter, go ahead and follow the link below and join our Beach Volleyball Mastery online program, where we have a live coach that is willing to sit with you every single time that you are given an assignment. You can post it online and they will give you direct feedback on how you specifically can become a better player. As always, if you wouldn't mind, throw us a little subscribe, like this video. It helps us way more than you know, and we'll see you next time.